If you could actually just get out of my space. And welcome to the Muncie City of Champions Pizza King pregame show. I'm your host, Madison Surface, and today we are in the historic Muncie Fieldhouse. Moments before Muncie Burris and Muncie Central face off in our first game of the day. So much preparation has gone into this day, both from the athletes and from the broadcasters. Ball State Sports Link has partnered with high school students to teach them how to broadcast a game and tell a story. Let's take a look.
I've always been interested in media production, and I thought it'd be cool to learn more about this and just how to produce live television and events in general.
This is what I want to do when I get older, so I wanted to see what it was like now, so I could see what it's like for the future.
I just want to learn anything that I can. Broadcasting is just something that I have interest in, and media production, so I thought I would give it a try.
I love consuming the media, obviously watching games, following along with the different stories, and I've been really interested in sports for a long time. The thing I want to get out of this is just continuing to learn new skills that I can use later in other projects.
I want to give a great story.
I like that I get to come here and do it with my friends. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's opened my ideas with TV broadcasting and sports broadcasting.
And just create a good production.
Inside me, satisfied by just one thing. So I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. An incredibly delicious royal feast pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king. Pizza King.
The national leader in sports media and production is in Ball State's College of Communication, Information, and Media. SportsLink is developing the next generation of creative storytellers and producers. The best stories in Ball State sports and live productions to ESPN platforms from day one. This is Ball State SportsLink.
You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you first hear the chirp. When you look to Frog Baby for luck and Beneficence for guidance. You're a Ball State Cardinal when you chase your dreams, present your case, and win. When the university you call home is small enough to be a community, but big enough to change the world. You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you're one of us. We are Ball State University. We fly.
This broadcast of the Muncie City of Champions Invitational is presented by Integrity Fulfillment Services, a value-added company providing packaging and materials, full inspections, and audits. Muncie Meats, farm-to-table quality products and service for more than 60 years. Online at munciemeats.com. And by Weidinger & Company, one of Indiana's leading accounting, tax, and advisory firms for more than 90 years.
One of those high school students is actually here with us today. Shai, how are you doing?
I'm good. Happy to be here.
We're happy to have you. Shai is not only helping us out with this broadcast, but also cheering for Muncie Central today, which is super cool. Shai, with SportsLink, what are some things that you've been able to learn through this program?
Some things I've been able to learn is how to tell a story and how to work the cameras, and also a little bit about the editing part.
You've been doing a great job, Shai. Shai, have you been able to work on any projects with SportsLink?
Yes, I actually helped pitch the story about Shaka Griffin.
That's right. Shai helped with our interview process with Shaka Griffin and also a little bit of our editing process on Premiere and was able to learn some of those skills. So let's take a closer look at this impressive athlete.
I come in every day. If I train, I don't like anybody outworking me at all or anything. So like we can be having a coloring contest. I don't want you to beat me. I'm real competitive, so everything I do, I'm gonna work my hardest to try to beat you or outlift you or beat you in a race. Whatever we do, I'm gonna work hard at it. And try to make each day better than what it was the previous day. And that's what we go by every day, and that's what we do. My parents, they put me in sports when I was in kindergarten, football, basketball. I was swimming, all types of stuff, and I ended up falling in love with football and basketball, and I just stuck with it. Me and Coach Chang go back to when I was a little kid, and it was like you're welcome here anytime you want to. If you don't play, I'm still here for you. If you do play, let's work. It was just like, and I couldn't leave the guys. I've been playing all 4 years with the same people, so it's like I'm playing my last year.
Overall, he's a great kid. I think he wants the best for everyone. I think that he put others before himself. And with his football mentality like he played here, he just want to put everybody on his back and make sure we can get a win.
My dad, me and him share a lot of different things. He played basketball and football. I do the same. We just got the same hobbies pretty much.
He's a junior for a reason, so I mean, he's dead on his dad. His dad is big in his life.
Me and my mom have a different type of relationship, so it's like if I want something or need something, I go straight to her. If my dad's on me, had a bad game, I work hard enough, I'm gonna go to her. But yeah, really all close as a family.
Shaka would do anything without the approval of his dad and with his mom too. So I just think that both parents have been very influential in his life. I think it's great, what I've seen and what I've watched as a kid. Little Shaka is always trying to be like Big Shaka.
When my uncle died, that turned a different switch, and it made me grind harder and work for him and be the man I am today. He's a real funny guy, so he'd see me and push me around, and I really couldn't do anything because he was bigger than me. But I always told him once I got big, that's gonna stop. He played a real big role. So my dad and everybody else I talked to say he was real good at football, and he basically me before me, and he always told me if I keep my head on straight and do what I gotta do, get my grades, everything will be all right, and I could make it big one day. So that stuck with me, and that's why I keep doing what I'm doing. I chose Ball State because Coach Lynch, I mean, they've been knowing me since my sophomore year. They're one of the first ones to talk to me. They just helped me feel like Ball State was a perfect fit for me, and it's not far from home at all. Every time I come in there, they try to put something to do with football in the basketball, so we condition it, and they say, do everything, be aggressive in there, do everything you do, because everything's going to translate to when I get to Ball State. You get in there, you can maybe earn you a spot, get on the field, do whatever you got to do.
He's done all. He's done all. I mean, he got out on the court, and he's gonna play. He's gonna give you all what he has out there. Until he's gassed, and I think that's the football side of him. But in basketball, he's trying his best to make sure that, like today we had some sprints to do, and one of the teammates was just half doing it, and he went, got on him, and told him, "Hey, pick this up. You making the whole team run because you're not doing what you're supposed to do." Last year, he wouldn't have done it.
You got to go to the next game, the next play, the next practice. You got to go day by day. You can't think about what happened previous day or the last game or last practice. You got to go day by day and make that day better than the last one.
From Albany to Pendleton, Farmland to Yorktown, Hartford City to Newcastle, and across East Central Indiana, a four-pronged golden yellow crown can be seen glowing from the street. Pizza King is proud to be celebrating 60 years as your local pizza shop. As Hoosiers, we like our pizza cut in squares, our toppings to the edge, and our feasts to always be royal. In a time when community is more important than ever, we are honored to be part of yours. Visit pizzaking.com to find your hometown Pizza King.
The national leader in sports media and production is in Ball State's College of Communication, Information, and Media. Sports Link is developing the next generation of creative storytellers and producers. The best stories in Ball State sports and live productions to ESPN platforms from day one. This is Ball State Sports Link.
You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you first hear the chirp. When you look to Frog Baby for luck and beneficence for guidance. You're a Ball State Cardinal when you chase your dreams, present your case, and win. When the university you call home is small enough to be a community, but big enough to change the world. You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you're one of us. We are Ball State University. We fly.
We are minutes away from tip-off, but before we jump into the action, let's take a look at Muncie Burris' very own Asher Donahue.
I was probably in second grade, maybe a little younger than kindergarten, and I was being put into the Y leagues, and that's when I kind of started to have fun playing, and then I just started playing from there. My dad, my mom, and my uncle, and my grandpa, and my other grandpa, they're all like very good basketball players, and so I kind of wanted to be like them, and so I kept playing basketball, and then I ended up just really liking it. My parents really drilled that into me that just hustle, always give 110% no matter what. I wouldn't say I'm like necessarily like the best at anything, but I can work hard and do like anything that I'm asked of. I tore my ACL my freshman year in a game here at Ball Gym. It was terrible. We weren't really sure what was going on. I had stopped and it had gone backwards and diagonally, and it was super swollen. It like became massive, and we weren't really sure what was going on. We went to CIO the next morning, and I had a complete tear through my ACL, front back meniscus, a complete tear through my MCL, and I had had a little bit of my knee capsule like sticking out. I had physical therapy 8 days after my surgery. And from then on, it was twice a week, every single week. It was just a very long and painful process. My mom and my dad, they were a big role. They were all constantly there. Lots of friends and family, just like anyone that was really around me and would talk to me really was there for me. I got cleared just after about 10 months, and it took a very long time, like 3 to 4 weeks, for me to get my brace actually, just due to all the delays. So I'd gotten cleared and I wasn't able to play. I felt like I let down my teammates because I kept telling them I thought I was going to be back, and by the time I got to 10 months, I'm missing my basketball season. I just was super frustrated because I just wanted to play. I remember calling almost every single day to try and figure out where my knee brace was at. I was asking if we could go pick it up, like, you know, wherever it was shipped at or wherever it was stuck, but we weren't able to. It was all a mess, and I was really frustrated because I just waited and worked my butt off for 10 months to be able to go play. I played my first game in late December. It was great playing again. Had definitely a better game than I expected to come back. It was also really thrilling to play at Newcastle. We got to play in the biggest high school gym, or second biggest high school gym in the nation. Just first game back, going to that experience, felt unreal. I just am working as hard as I can. Definitely don't want to put all the work to get back here to waste. It would be great to come out here and show what Burris really is, Burris basketball, and a reputation that we are earning ourselves.
One thing, so I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. An incredibly delicious royal feast pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king. Pizza King.
The national leader in sports media and production is in Ball State's College of Communication, Information, and Media. Sports Link is developing the next generation of creative storytellers and producers. The best stories in Ball State sports and live productions to ESPN platforms from day one. This is Ball State Sports Link.
You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you first hear the chirp. When you look to Frog Baby for luck and beneficence for guidance. You're a Ball State Cardinal when you chase your dreams, present your case, and win. When the university you call home is small enough to be a community, but big enough to change the world. You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you're one of us. We are Ball State University. We fly.
Presented by Pizza King. 4 teams set to compete in today's tournament, but first it's the battle for the city championship between the Muncie Central Bearcats and the Muncie Burris Owls. We'll see South Bend Adams and Greenfield Central at noon, and then the championship game of the winner of those 2 games at 8 p.m. We now welcome you courtside. Charlie Maurer alongside Andrew Wild and Muncie Burris' own Drew Hankins. We thank you for joining us on this frigid Saturday morning. And Andrew, let's dive right into this matchup because we got two rivals, two solid teams with talent all over the court.
Well, first of all, looking forward to a lot of basketball today. Happy to give back, but like you said, this game, we're going to be looking at a fast-paced game. And, hey, just like I said, excited because we get 2 championships today.
Let's talk about Muncie Central first and Daniel Harris, his impact for the Bearcats.
Daniel Harris, he's a player offensively who likes to attack the basket. He's going to be pretty good at creating his own shot, but he will be able to knock down a 3-point basket. Defensively, the best on-ball defender, and will look to shoot the passing lane.
We'll now switch it over to the other side of the court to the Muncie Burris Owls and Colin McBride, his impact for the Owls.
Well, he is an everything man for the Owls. Like I just said, 53% of their scoring comes from Colin McBride. Leads in rebounding and assists. He's going to do it all for the Owls.
We'll now take a look at the side-by-side between our 2 impact players, Daniel Harris and Colin McBride. The stats tell the story between these 2 teams, both the leading scorers for their respective squads. But right there, 17.5 points per game for Colin McBride. He can score any level of the court.
And we're going to see it all night long from these 2, or all afternoon long, excuse me, as we get into the afternoon. Both these players lead in scoring, rebounding, and assists. Very similar. Going to see a lot from them today.
We'll now dive into our starting lineups for today's matchup, starting with the away Muncie Burris Owls. The junior standing at 6 foot. Bryce Carnes in the starting lineup for Muncie Burris. He'll be joined by Adam Combs, Colin McBride, our impact player, Connor McKibben, and Asher Donahue. We are ready here from the Muncie Fieldhouse, and Central wins the tip. We'll now dive into their starting lineups as well here momentarily. Daniel Harris, of course, our impact player, joined by Malik Hassani, Tim Arnold, Antonio Gore, and B.J. Isom. First possession for the Bearcats. They cannot connect, and now we'll see Burris' offense for the first time today. Left corner, mid-range jumper for the Owls fall. That one, Connor McKibben.
And a turnover, not a great way to start things off for Central.
Near side 3 for Daniel Harris is left short. Now another chance for Muncie Burris. McKibben finds McBride on the near side. Top of the key is Asher Donahue. Hands it off back to McKibben. Good defense right now from Central. Crowd getting riled up from the aggressive play. Back out to Asher. Here comes McKibben for a second shot attempt. That one's in and out, and rebounded by the Bearcats.
You gotta like the aggressiveness from McKibben to get started.
Far corner 3 ball for Malik Hassani falls for Muncie Central. They finally cracked the scoreboard. 3-2 is the score. Donahue. Nice crossover just inside the 3-point line. Can't get it to fall. Good rebound by McKibben, and he gets the fadeaway jumper to fall. Quick transition, though, for the Bearcats, and a nice find down low to Tim Arnold. And Central retakes the lead 5-4.
Now both these teams like to get out and run on offense. It's going to be key to get back on defense today.
McKibben driving the baseline, very close to stepping out of bounds, but finds Asher Donahue. Now a good drive from McKibben and a good dish by his teammate. And McKibben has all 6 of the Burris points so far in this first quarter.
That was a beautiful inside-out dribble and pass from Hassani, but no good on the layup.
McBride strong down the lane. I believe a reach-in foul called against Malik Hassani. So possession will stay on this end of the floor.
And Charlie, this is what we talked about beforehand. as McBride, he's going to try and get to the basket early before he steps outside.
Top of the key three can't fall, or doesn't fall rather, for the Owls. Another quick transition three for Central. It's Hassani again, and that one falls from the right corner.
That's quite the start from downtown for Central.
That's 2 threes for Malik Hassani in this first quarter. Already inside 5 minutes into this first quarter. And a nice shot by Asher Donahue in the short corner. Good find down low by Hassani, but unable to handle the pass down low, and that's a turnover for the Bearcats.
And I get the feeling we're going to see those two work a lot today, Hassani and Childress.
Strong drive, but taken away by the Bearcats. Here comes a quick transition off the turnover. Hassani, top of the key, over to Tim Arnold for his three. Left just a little short and rebounded by McKibben. Into the front court are the Owls. Left side is Carnes, finds McBride in the right corner. Combs from the right block can't fall, and Central trying to work with that pace. You mentioned in the pregame show, Andrew, fast-paced offense for both of these teams. They want to get out and run, and sometimes that can result in a turnover, but in this case, it was a foul, and Central will keep possession as we see a substitution for the first time today. Tim Arnold will take a seat, and Isaiah Surf will come in for the first time. Good find right in the middle of the floor was Daniel Harris. And he'll go to the line for 2 shots off of the foul from Adam Combs.
And you said it, good pass there from Hassani. He's doing a great job finding guys down low, giving them good opportunities to score.
First free throw falls for Daniel Harris. He's a 71% free throw shooter on the year, averaging just under 13 points per game. Leads his team in that category. Gets the second to fall, and the Bearcats are up by 2 with just under 4 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Handoff to Carnes. Strong defense from the Bearcats still. It was a good find down low to Donahue, but another pass outside to McBride falls from the left wing.
McBride takes his time, takes a few minutes before knocking down the 3.
Childress can't handle the pass. Another turnover for Muncie Central, and a quick transition for the Owls. Trying to find Combs in the right corner, but stepped out of bounds on his drive baseline, and another turnover for Burris. They have the lead right now, 11-10, and we'll see a 30-second timeout coming on the floor with 3:16 remaining in this first quarter. A lot of scoring happening in this first period of play, Andrew, and what have you seen from both of these teams?
Well, it's that full court pressure. Like we were talking about, the pace of play. Both these teams want to get out and run on offense, so they prepare for that by going out and putting on a full court press. I know Central's going to try and apply a lot of pressure in the half court especially, but Burris trying to slow things down by getting out in that 3/4 court press. And so far, they've allowed a few baskets in transition, so not working quite like they want it, but should be able to slow it down as the game goes along.
Some quick transitions between both of these teams. Get a look at the fans here inside the historic Muncie Fieldhouse. Out of the timeout, near side to Daniel Harris. Up top to Hassani. He has 2 threes in the afternoon. Left side, Daniel Harris drives. Another good pass from Harris on the inside. Outside to BJ Isom, and the follow goes for Childress. And the Bearcats retake the lead 12-11. Good pass from McKibben outside to Donahue. Here comes the drive from Jason Trammell, and can't get his jumper to fall. Bearcats have possession but lose it, and here comes McBride on a fast break. Over to Trammell and gets the left-handed basket to fall off the backboard. Burris back up by a point. Skip pass over to Hassani on the right wing. That's Childress. Thought it was a travel at first, but instead I think it's going to be a reach-in foul on Muncie Burris. It's going to go on Jason Trammell. That's his first foul, the team's third, and Muncie Central will keep possession.
Trammell, interestingly enough, a transfer from Central not too long ago. Now with Burris in this rivalry game.
BJ Isom will take a seat. Jayon Childress comes into the game for the first time. McBride top of the key, over to Trammell. McBride deep top of the key three, can't get one, that to fall. Quick transition for Muncie Central. They try a three of their own from Isaiah Surf, but that one's left long. Now Trammell house it into the front court for Burris. Skip pass back to Trammell on the near side. Working on Surf down the left lane. I think he kicked it out of bounds. No, they're going to say last touch by Central.
And even though it stays with Burris, that pressure in the half court, it's doing what they want it to do. As nearly forcing the turnover against Burris.
In comes Shaka Griffin for the first time. McBride, right side three-pointer falls for the Owls. Threes raining here between these two teams in the first quarter. And the Owls have a three-point lead. Hassani over to Harris. Tries his three-pointer of his own. Can't get that one to fall. Tipped around, and I think a foul is going on Shaka Griffin. Instead, it's on Isaiah Surf. Burris has a chance to extend their lead as we go under a minute left in this first quarter. McBride has it, cross the timeline, gets a screen from Asher Donahue. Back out to McKibben, working on Griffin. Top of the key, Bryce Carnes. Carnes tries to step back, instead finds Trammell on the near side. And traveling violation called against Jason Trammell. A turnover for the Owls with 31 seconds left in this first quarter.
Just took a couple of steps there as he caught the ball. Needs to get a jump stop in.
Harris barely gets the pass to Griffin. Griffin, great find down low to Childress, and he gets it to fall off the backboard. 16-14 Burris leads and has a chance at the last shot of the first quarter. McBride working on Harris. And I think another traveling violation called against the Owls, this time on Colin McBride, and instead, Muncie Central has a chance to tie or take the lead with 5 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Hassani down the left lane, puts up the shot, no basket, and they're going to call a blocking foul. No, excuse me, a traveling violation. One referee had blocking foul. The near ref had travel. We got 0.2 of a second. Carnes will just heave it. Don't think he actually got it off, and so that'll do it for the first quarter. Muncie Central 14, Muncie Burris 16, and a good look at Colin McBride right in the eye of Shaka Griffin. Burris with the lead after one.
Hartford City to Newcastle and across East Central Indiana, a four-pronged golden yellow crown can be seen glowing from the street. Pizza King is proud to be celebrating 60 years as your local pizza shop. As Hoosiers, we like our pizza cut in squares, our toppings to the edge, and our feasts to always be royal. In a time when community is more important than ever, we are honored to be part of yours. Visit pizzaking.com to find your hometown Pizza King.
The national leader in sports media and production is in Ball State's College of Communication, Information, and Media. Sports Link is developing the next generation of creative storytellers and producers. The best stories in Ball State sports and live productions to ESPN platforms from day one. This is Ball State Sports Link.
You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you first hear the chirp. When you look to Frog Baby for luck and Beneficence for guidance. You're a Ball State Cardinal when you chase your dreams, present your case, and win. When the university you call home is small enough to be a community, but big enough to change the world. You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you're one of us. We are Ball State University. We fly.
One quarter down, Muncie Burris with the lead 16-14. With this quick break, we'll take a second to recognize the historic Muncie Fieldhouse, built in 1928. 6,600 capacity after the renovations in 1983. They saw some structural damage after the tornado in 2017, but finally we saw the Fieldhouse reopened in 2019, as you can see. And one of the most historic high school basketball gyms in the state of Indiana, and it's always a pleasure to be on site as it's the visiting Burris Owls who have the lead 16-14 after one quarter of play. And Andrew, what did you see out of the Owls that was so impressive?
Well, it's that half-court defense. I already talked about that three-quarters court defense, but in the half-court, they're going in that 2-3 zone, trying to keep Central from getting to the basket, which they like to do, and forcing them to win on those outside shots. So far, it's been Hassani knocking down 2 3-pointers. Really impressive to start the game, but unable to hit a few more threes as the game has gone on for Central, and Burris really working it in the half court.
It'll be Burris who will have possession to start this second quarter. They have possession and the lead, 16-14. And we got a fresh 8 minutes up on the clock. McBride getting some full court pressure from Daniel Harris. Asher Donahue in the far corner. Over to Trammell. He's driving left side. Double teamed and gets some contact right around that left block. And it's going to go on Malik Hassani. That's his second foul. The question is, was it in the act of shooting? And no, it wasn't. They'll inbound and under their own basket.
Well, and Charlie, that's one thing you need to do when you're getting that half-court pressure that Central puts on. You have to attack the basket. Take the shoulder and drive.
Brady McNabb into the game for the first time for Muncie Central. McKibben, strong defense from Shaka Griffin. And finds Carnes top of the key. He's driving down the left side, trying to get it back to McKibben, almost loses it. McBride working on Harris. We've been talking about the defense all day long, and Griffin gets a hand on that ball, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bearcats. But, well, Andrew, you've been talking about this defense since the pregame show, and it's certainly showing on both ends.
Well, it's that effort in the half court. You see it from a guy who comes off the bench, and Shaka Griffin, a leader on this team, as the three goes up and in. But you're seeing that effort on the defensive end. It's really causing some problems for Burris up until that three-point shot.
Connor McKibben with another three-pointer for Burris. They extend their lead, but a good response by the Bearcats, and Jayon Childress on the right side gets the floater to fall. 19-16, just under 7 minutes left in the first half. Asher Donahue gets this ball stolen away by the Bearcats. It's Shaka Griffin running the transition. Puts up the right-handed floater, can't get it to fall, and it's rebounded by Connor McKibben.
Strong move by Shaka, just unable to finish in transition.
Carnes will reset for Burris. Finds Trammell, and he loses it out of bounds, I believe off his foot. And it'll be Muncie Central's ball going the other way, and there's going to be a timeout on the floor coming from the Burris sideline. Head coach Tice Rogers leading his team right now. They have a 3-point lead. And on the other side, Muncie Central, led by head coach Chandler Thompson, a graduate of Muncie Central in 1998, and eventually a graduate of Ball State in 1990. We'll be talking about him more than once throughout this broadcast, Andrew, but right now with 6:24 left in the first half, it's Burris who has the 3-point advantage, and we saw a lot of scoring in that first, you might say, 3 to 4 minutes of that first quarter, but right now defense starting to lock down both of these offenses.
Well, and it was an 11-10 lead, I think, three or 4 minutes into the game, like you said, and then things slowing down. On offense for Central, Chandler Thompson has to be telling his squad like how to break into that 2-3 zone, because that's the key. You can't just shoot from outside and expect things to go well. You have to get inside and work that zone.
Full court pressure from Muncie Burris, but Central able to break it. Far side is McNabb. Swung over to Childress, back to McNabb, left all alone top of the key, but left that three-pointer way short. Out of bounds off of the missed attempt from Brady McNabb, and the Owls will take it the other way. 6 minutes remain in the first half. McBride, right side, picks up his dribble and get it over to McKibben. Couple of steps inside the three-point line. Can't get that mid-range shot from the free throw line to fall. Quick transition for Central. McNabb down the left lane. Gets it rejected, but a good cleanup job there by Shaka Griffin, and Muncie Central cutting down on their deficit.
And there you see a foul as Daniel Harris gets with it on the pressure in the half court. And not happy is Central.
Carnes on the left side. Working on Arnold now. Picks up his dribble. Good defense from the Bearcats. McKibben right side working on Griffin. Carnes driving down that right baseline. He'll pull up for a jumper. Can't get it to fall, but both Arnold and Carnes end up on the floor after that shot attempt, and Bryce Carnes will have a chance at 2 free throws with 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
And you play that aggressive defense, it's going to lead to some fouls like that. It's just a little over-aggressive defending that shot, and it's going to lead to free throws, like you said.
Carnes gets the first to fall. Burris the first to 20 here in this first half. Carnes only a 50% free throw shooter on the year. He's averaging around 6 points per game and can't get the second to fall. And now a foul on the rebound attempt. I think it's going to go on Adam Combs. Second personal foul for him. 4th team foul for the Owls. And Central has a chance once again to tie it or take the lead as the clock rolls under 5 minutes left in the second quarter. McNabb over to Harris, and now Arnold in the right corner. Good skip pass to Childress. Harris breaks the middle of that zone. Down low to Shaka Griffin. Uses that big frame and gets the layup to roll and go down. It's a strong effort by Shaka Griffin down low, and Central ties this at 20.
And that guy is a football player as he gets inside. He embraces that contact, Charlie.
Bryce Carnes showing some physical play down low. He takes that all the way to the right side of the basket, gets fouled, can't get it to go, and he'll have another chance at the charity stripe here.
Carnes has done a good job as a play initiator. He's able to really get going off the dribble. He's got a good enough handle to break into the teeth of the defense, and it's needed for this Burris squad.
Carnes gets both free throws to fall this time, and the Owls are back up by 2. Harris across the timeline working on that zone defense. Harris, some space on the right side. Will instead find McNabb again. Harris had it in the right corner and picked up that pivot foot before he took a dribble. A traveling violation called against him. Another turnover for the Bearcats. And the Owls have a chance to extend their lead.
An abundance of turnovers, especially from the travel so far today. Just a little more fundamental work, setting those feet before you start to drive.
Daniel Harris will take a seat. Princeton Young into the game for Muncie Central. McBride working on McNabb. Down low to Donahue working on Arnold. And now another travel, this time called against Asher Donahue, and a turnover for the Owls.
So he got that jump stop, but just couldn't find a shot or a pass.
Childress in the right corner. Skip pass over to Young. Griffin has it with that big frame, driving down the right side. Doesn't get a foul called. A good offensive rebound for Arnold. Can't get his shot to fall. And finally, after all those attempts and all that contact down low, a foul is called against the Owls. It'll be Arnold at the line for 2 shots.
Charlie, that play all started with putting Shaka Griffin in the middle of that zone. It's going to open things up for the Bearcats. As you can see, he got the offensive rebound off the tap, and it's going to lead to some easy ones at the free throw line.
Asher Donahue responsible for the foul down low. Tim Arnold can't get the front end to fall. He's a 53% free throw shooter on the year. He averages around 7 points per game. Third on his team in that category. Second free throw falls. Central cuts their deficit down to only 1 with 3:28 left in this second quarter. Malik Hassani will check back into the game, and Arnold will take a seat. Burris with possession. Over to Carnes on the near side, driving on Childress. McKibben. Top of the key 3 falls for Connor McKibben again, and Burris extends their lead back to 4 with 3 minutes left in this first half. McNabb to Hassani. His three-point answer can't fall. A good save by Shaka Griffin. Hassani down the lane. Good pass to Childress. His reverse falls.
That was a really impressive finish from Childress.
25-23, 2.5 left in the first half. Donahue back out to Carnes. Back to Asher Donahue. McKibben driving on Princeton Young, and he steps out of bounds on the baseline. Another look at that solid finish from Childress. Central has another opportunity here. Good defense from Connor McKibben on Brady McNabb. And now a reach-in foul called against Connor McKibben, and so possession will stay with the Bearcats. 2:15 left in this second quarter.
And Charlie, that's McKibben's second foul. It's going to be important that he does not pick up a third one before halftime rolls around.
Shaka Griffin, middle of the floor, can't get his 6-footer to fall, and that one will go out of bounds. Last touch by the Bearcats. Antonio Gore back into the game. Shaka Griffin will take a seat. Burris with possession. They have a 2-point lead. Carnes working on Childress. Over to McBride. His deep three-pointer falls.
And he shows some emotion after that one.
His third three-pointer in the first half extends the Burris lead to 5 with 1:45 left in the second quarter. Young working on Carnes. Now there's going to be a blocking foul called against Bryce Carnes. Burris faithful looking for a charge. Carnes holding his midsection after the contact.
Yeah, that did not have been comfortable for Carnes. Just didn't have his feet set, took the contact, took the brunt of it. But they are going to call that against Burris.
Central in the bonus. Princeton Young at the free throw line. Can't get the front end to fall, and the rebound goes to McKibben. Breaks the double team. Up to Carnes, working on Childress. Down low, a lot of contact. And Carnes will take his third trip to the charity stripe in this first half. His team has a 5-point lead.
Yeah, he is not shying away from that contact. He's just to the free throw line again.
Another look at this strong drive from Bryce Carnes, and not a lot of contact on the shot, but more maybe towards the body. Carnes gets both free throws to fall. Full court pressure again from the Owls. McNabb up to Childress. Gore drives down low, shot fake, and gets the right-handed floater to fall off the back iron. Central back down by 5. Carnes down the right side, picks up his dribble. McBride down the baseline. Carnes over to Ethan Hartsook. Back to Carnes near the Bearcat logo. McBride working on McNabb. Gets a screen from Donahue. Good defense from the Bearcats. Hartsook working on McNabb, and now a blocking foul called against Brady McNabb.
No, I think they're...
Maybe an illegal screen? I didn't see.
I think they're going to call a hook against Hartsook.
We saw some solid pressure from Brady McNabb, and it was Hartsook driving on him, and I think you're right. No, excuse me, it is going to be on Brady McNabb as Hartsook's at the free throw line, and Burris is in the 1-and-1 bonus for the remainder of this second quarter.
And McNabb not happy with it, but like we've been talking about, that pressure defense that he's putting on, it's consistent. It's going to annoy the other team because they can't call it every time. He's going to be there on defense, and this time gets a couple of free throws, but you need players like that.
Hartsook rolls the first free throw in. He's only attempted one free throw on the season until then, and he is now 2 for 2 on the year. Second free throw falls as well. Burris up by 7, their largest lead of the game. McNabb over to Hassani. McNabb. Daniel Harris back into the game. Trying to penetrate the middle of that zone. Out to Hassani, right wing 3. Rolls in and out and taken by Asher Donahue. Over to McBride. 20 seconds remain in the first half. And it looks like they're going to hold this for the last shot of the first half. McBride, right corner three, yes!
And I saw that coming.
Double technical called against, I believe, Brady McNabb and Asher Donahue.
No, that second tee is going to come against McBride.
So a little chirping after that three-point made by Colin McBride, and a big three coming with only seconds left in this first half. Burris has their largest lead.
And you can feel the tensions are high for both of these teams as McBride was able to knock down the three-pointer. A lot of emotion right here. And it looks like, you're right, might have been some chirping between those two.
And a great shot by our crew there, getting that reaction. And that had to have been it, because we got some discussion between both Central and Burris coaching staffs with the referee, as you can see. Burris with a 10-point lead with only 3 seconds.
Yeah, you thought you might be able to get to halftime without tensions boiling over just seconds before.
3 seconds. Central has it. McNabb, left wing three. Just long. Can't get the three ball to fall. 35-25 will be your first half score as Muncie Burris leads by 10. An exciting first half as you see both teams go into the locker room. Threes falling here from the historic Muncie Fieldhouse. Muncie Burris 35, Central 25.
I got a hunger burning inside me, satisfied by just one thing. So I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. An incredibly delicious royal feast pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king. Pizza King.
The national leader in sports media and production is in Ball State's College of Communication, Information, and Media. Sports Link is developing the next generation of creative storytellers and producers. The best stories in Ball State sports and live productions to ESPN platforms from day one. This is Ball State Sports Link.
You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you first hear the chirp. When you look to Frog Baby for luck and Beneficence for guidance. You're a Ball State Cardinal when you chase your dreams, present your case, and win. When the university you call home is small enough to be a community, but big enough to change the world. You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you're one of us. We are Ball State University. We fly.
Muncie Fieldhouse. Muncie Burris Owls lead 35-25. We are in halftime right now, and then as we're in this break, students of Ball State Sports Link, Muncie Burris, and Muncie Central for the past about month have been working on developing skills of storytelling, live event production. Let's take a look at that now.
I've always been interested in media production, and I thought it'd be cool to learn more about this and just how to produce live television and events in general.
This is what I want to do when I get older, so I wanted to see like what it was like now, so I could see what it's like for the future.
I just want to learn anything that I can. Broadcasting is just something that I have interest in, and media production, so I thought I would give it a try.
love consuming the media, obviously watching games, following along with the different stories, and I've been really interested in sports for a long time. The thing I want to get out of this is just continuing to learn new skills that I can use later in other projects.
I want to give a great story.
I like that I get to come here and do it with my friends. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's opened my ideas with TV broadcasting and sports broadcasting.
And just create a good production.
Exciting first half of play between these two rivals. Muncie Burris 35, Muncie Central 25. As you take a look at the first half highlights between these two teams, a lot of scoring through the first 3 to 4 minutes of this ballgame. Then defense really started to step in as we got into that second quarter. But Andrew, what did you see out of those two teams throughout the progression of that first half?
Well, you said the offense early on, as we got a lot of three-pointers going up really throughout the entire first half. But scoring slowed down until we got some free throws. It was the game really mucked up a little bit by some fouls, able to get some contact and get to the free throw line. But a lot of offense and then a lot of defense. Shot to Griffin doing some major things on the interior.
Yeah, saw some strong post presence, offense and defense. Everything was earned in that first half, it felt like. Sure, the threes were falling in the beginning of that first quarter and the end of that second quarter, but kind of the bulk of half play, everything was down low, everything was earned, and then you saw the fouls come into play as well down the stretch in that second quarter. Both teams into the 1-and-1 bonus exiting that second quarter.
Yeah, for Burris, it was really all about slowing down Central as they tried to get out and push throughout that entire first half, and they did a pretty good job of it, slowing them down just 25 points in that first half. Obviously, a feisty matchup, testy between these two programs, but Burris able to control defensively, and on the other end, able to knock down some big three-point shots. I think that's the difference between these two squads. From the first half, Burris was able to knock down some of those outside shots. After a couple for Central, they kind of went cold and weren't able to get inside either. But like you said, a lot of free throws coming, a lot of physicality, and we should be looking forward to another feisty second half of play.
And let's talk first half stats, starting with Muncie Burris. It was Colin McBride leading the way in the points category with 12. Connor McKibben had 10. Bryce Carnes had 5 points. On the Central side, it was Lee Kasani along with Jayon Childress, both with 6 points. Shaka Griffin had 4 points. Strong body is Shaka Griffin down low. I mean, he's a BSU commit to play football at the running back position, like you mentioned earlier, Andrew, and the athleticism shows for Shaka Griffin.
Yeah, you can tell he's a football player down there. He's able to, and it was honestly one of the better moves of that first half from the coaching position, where Shaka Griffin was able to get inside and score.
As for the Burris side of things, they have the 10-point lead. They played a solid first half, and it was led by Colin McBride, who had 12 points. We saw that three-pointer from the right corner to give him that 12th point. There's a reason why he averages 17 points per game and why Burris has won the games that they've won so far this year.
Well, and we've called him the everything man, but I've really liked what I've seen from Bryce Carnes, who, like McBride, was able to attack the interior and get to the basket.
We are still at break here, just under 3 minutes, until the second half begins. Muncie Burris 35, Muncie Central 25. Don't go anywhere.
I got a hunger burning inside me, satisfied by just one thing. So I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. An incredibly delicious royal feast pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king, Pizza King.
The national leader in sports media and production is in Ball State's College of Communication, Information, and Media. Sports Link is developing the next generation of creative storytellers and producers. The best stories in Ball State sports and live productions to ESPN platforms from day one. This is Ball State Sports Link.
You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you first hear the chirp. When you look to Frog Baby for luck and Beneficence for guidance. You're a Ball State Cardinal when you chase your dreams, present your case, and win. When the university you call home is small enough to be a community, but big enough to change the world. You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you're one of us. We are Ball State University. We fly.
Welcome back to Muncie Fieldhouse. You see right there on your screen, Muncie Burris 35, Muncie Central 25. A lot of scoring in that first half. 35 seconds till we start the second half. I'd like to introduce our color commentator for today, or at least one of them, Drew Hankins. Drew, a senior at Muncie Burris. Drew, how you doing today?
Pretty good. How's it going?
What'd you think of that first half?
I thought that the Central defense was actually very good. They put a lot of pressure on the ball. And honestly, once they started fouling, it started backfiring on them.
Well, your team has a 10-point lead. We got 10 seconds till the start of the second half. If you're the head coach for Muncie Burris right now, what do you say to your team in the huddle?
Keep putting pressure on that defense. They're hounding them in the backcourt, but just keep driving it in. Keep trying to get those fouls.
Hear it right there first. Drew Hankins, everyone. Drew, awesome to be here with you inside the Muncie Fieldhouse. Second half about to begin between the Bearcats and the Owls. All Muncie Central down the stretch, Muncie Burris down the stretch in that second quarter, but it's the Bearcats who have possession to start the third quarter. Harris over to Isom, swung over left side to Asani. He'll retreat now near the Bearcat logo. Over to Childress. Quick passing coming from the Bearcats. Burris still in that zone right now on defense. Hassani drives. Good pass down low to Gore, and he gets the right-handed layup to fall. First bucket goes to the Bearcats. And a pass from Asher Donahue goes out of bounds, and they'll say it was last tipped by Daniel Harris and Muncie Central. So Burris will keep possession. McKibben, very close to that 5-second mark. Gets it in, and McBride will take it into the front court. Donahue over to Carnes. Finds McBride, right corner three. That one's left short. Offensive rebound for Carnes. Puts up his fadeaway jumper. That one's no good, and a foul called against Daniel Harris and the Muncie Central Bearcats. The Bearcat faithful right in front of our little booth here up in the upper section of the field house. Not very happy with that call, but Carnes will get another shot at the charity stripe.
And Charlie, that's exactly what we were talking about at halftime. Bryce Carnes was pushing it inside. He was getting a lot of fouls, getting to the line a lot in that first half. Got to think they're going to keep that up.
Most of his points have come from the free throw line. Let me take a second look at that foul call, and it looks pretty clear to me on that angle there, Drew. It was a foul. And
yeah, he definitely got a hand up there. Probably a good call.
Central has it off the missed free throw from Carnes. Hassani down the right side. Back out to Daniel Harris. He's been quiet so far in this game. Isom in the left corner. Can't get his three-pointer to fall, but a good roll to the Bearcats. Hassani has it for a second chance. Gore gets his ball knocked away and taken away by the Owls, and they'll take it off the turnover. Carnes, near side, working on Childress. Top of the key now is Donahue. Picks up his dribble, finds Donahue wide open on the right baseline. Good pass from Bryce Carnes. And another basket for the Owls. Layup doesn't fall for Central, and Burris has a chance to extend their lead. Right now it's at 11. 6 minutes remain in this third quarter. Carnes working on Childress. It's a screen down the right baseline. Good pass again to Asher Donahue. And again Donahue sends it home with the right hand. Now another timeout. First timeout of the second half for both teams, coming from the Muncie Central sideline, as Burris has their largest lead of the game at 13, 40-27, 5:41 left in the third quarter. Some good passes in this third quarter from the Burris Owls.
Yeah, and don't be surprised if they keep the ball in Bryce Carnes' hands. It's working, and they're probably going to stick with it.
Carnes making the right decision so far in this ball game. We are used to calling Colin McBride's name, and we certainly have so far up until this point, but Carnes in this third quarter has really come alive in the passing game, gotten Asher Donahue involved in the offense a couple times, and has extended this Burris lead to 13. You can see head coach Tice Rogers encouraging his team. Just a year ago, it was Burris who defeated Muncie Central. Central last year 0-21. As for Burris, they went 9-11, 2-2 in their conference, the Pioneer Conference, but they lost to Hamilton Heights in the postseason tourney. Back from break, Central has possession. Shaka Griffin into the game for the first time the second half. He has it, middle of the floor. Good sidestep, can't get his first attempt to fall, nor his second. Offensive rebound, Harris. He's strong down low. Gets the foul call, but can't get the and one to fall. So Harris will go back to the free throw line. Shaka Harris, strong down low. The effort in full effect right now for Central, and Shaka Griffin trying to battle their way back into this ball game. First free throw falls for Daniel Harris. He has 3 points today. Second free throw falls for him as well. 40-29, 5:20 left in the third quarter. McBride has it right side, working on McNabb, and another foul called against Brady McNabb, a blocking foul. McNabb, you can see, visibly upset after that blocking foul called against him, and it's been one of those days for Muncie Central so far. Another foul called against Central, this time on Daniel Harris. Crowd not happy with the call on the floor.
Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of pressure put on this Owls offense, and so far it's been resulting in a lot of fouls. Honestly, what they need to do, they just need to keep getting the ball in and just stay on top of it.
McKibben left side, drives baseline. Finds McBride. He drives down the right side, but his shot rejected by Childress. Up to Arnold. And does not get the left-handed layup to fall. Battle for the ball on the ground. And now there's going to be a foul called against, I believe, Muncie Burris. It's going to go on Adam Combs.
And Charlie, just look at the effort by Shaka Griffin. That was an insane play. He's really been working really hard down there.
Hassani to inbound it. Finds Shaka Griffin. And a miscommunication between Hassani and Childress as that ball goes out of bounds. A turnover for the Bearcats. And Burris has another chance to extend their lead. Good pressure from the Bearcats, but a better break there for the Owls. Trammell can't get his layup to fall, but it's Asher Donahue with the cleanup, and he'll go back to the free throw line.
And that was another foul by that Central defense. Got to think they're going to start playing off a little bit. Maybe not try to force that much.
The 4th team foul on Muncie Central. Donahue gets the first free throw to fall. Childress and Arnold will take a seat. Isom and Gore back into the game. Donahue's second free throw just rolls off the front of the rim. And taken by Muncie Central. Harris working on Trammell. Now to Asani. He'll set up the offense. Daniel Harris right side. Skip pass to Shaka Griffin. Isom gets a screen from Gore. 2 steps in front of the three-point line. His mid-range shot doesn't fall. Harris with the offensive rebound. Can't get it. Second effort from him falls. Daniel Harris with the strong effort down low. Cuts the Central deficit to 2. McKibben will step way downtown, at least 5 feet from beyond the arc. Connor McKibben extends the Burris lead to 13 with a college-level three-pointer.
And we've seen him make a few of those today. He's been shooting it very efficiently from 3.
Shaka Griffin aggressive down low. First attempt doesn't fall. Ball loose, and last touch by Asher Donahue. Connor McKibben. Way downtown. Good shot by our crew there. It was at least 5 feet from beyond the three-point line and extends that Burris lead. Harris, quick pull-up mid-range jumper, doesn't fall. Ball's on the ground again. There's a battle for it between Gore and I believe Bryce Carnes. Now it's going to be Colin McBride, actually, who was on the floor, and it's going to be Muncie Burris possession. McKibben picks up his dribble in the backcourt and now finds McBride on the right side. Donahue working on Shaka and took one too many steps, I believe. Travel call against Asher Donahue, a turnover for the Owls. Central possession down by 13. Skip pass over to Daniel Harris. Working on Trammell, over to Shaka Griffin. Plows his way down low, right-handed floater doesn't fall. Rebound Asher Donahue, and I believe over the back foul called against Shaka Griffin. It's the 5th team foul against Muncie Central in this quarter. First personal foul for Shaka Griffin. He'll take a seat. Isaiah Surf will come back to the game. Carnes breaks the press, finds Asher Donahue left corner. That one's left short, taken by Daniel Harris for a quick transition. Middle of the floor, down the right lane. Finds Hassani in the right corner. Can't get that to fall. Offensive rebound for Central. This one tipped in by Daniel Harris. Great effort by Central on the offensive rebound. They're down by 11. Here comes a break in the action between these two teams. It's going to be a timeout for Muncie Burris, struggling a little bit with that full court pressure. 2:18 left in the third quarter. Burris leads by 11, 44-33. We'll turn it over to you now, Drew. What have you seen well into this third quarter now?
So the Central defense is doing a very good job pressing, but it's not really resorting in a lot of turnovers, which honestly, it's resulting in a lot of fast break points for the Owls.
Take a look at this last basket for the Bearcats, and it was just Daniel Harris who just able to get a finger into that pile of hands to tip that ball in.
And so Central also is getting a lot of offensive rebounds. They're being very aggressive on the boards, and you got to credit a lot of that to Shaka Griffin. He's playing very well. You can see that running back frame in there.
A lot of offensive rebounds for Muncie Central, but can't get those second chances to fall. It's why they're down by 11 here with just over 2 minutes left in the third quarter. They need to convert on those second opportunities. Burris with possession out of the break. McBride over to Carnes. Aggressive press right now from Muncie Central. Burris finally into the front court. This ball is tipped around, but taken by Carnes. Over to McKibben in the right corner. McBride finds Carnes. Back out to Asher Donahue. He's left all alone. Back to Carnes in the left corner. Trammell has it now, top of the key. Trammell right wing. Pressure coming from Gore. And now a foul called against Isaiah Surf for Muncie Central. That's the team's sixth team foul. That's coming with 1.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. We'll take another look at this foul called against Surf. And Burris will keep possession. Another foul called against Muncie Central, this time on Malik Hassani. And the Bearcats pride themselves on their aggressive defense, but right now it has resulted in 7 team fouls. And Burris now in the 1-on-1 bonus with 1:26 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, and that defense is definitely hounding them right now, but it's not really resulting in anything besides sending them to the line. And Hassani has 3 fouls already. That's going to be a big storyline going into this fourth quarter.
Bryce Carnes able to get that front end to roll in. Second free throw falls as well. Burris back up by 13. 1:25 left in the third quarter. Harris near side to Hassani. Swung over to Childress. Harris left baseline. Strong attacking finish. Tried to get the right-handed reverse to fall, but was fouled, and Harris will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Foul going against Asher Donahue. Harris very aggressive, very athletic, especially when he gets around the rim. And certainly hasn't impacted the stat sheet very much, but his presence, athleticism, and leadership certainly leaving an impact right now for Central. Gets both free throws to fall. 46-35 is the score. Carnes loses the ball, taken by Childress, and gets the right-handed layup to fall for Muncie Central. Cut their deficit to single digits as this press still giving Burris some trouble. Burris finds Asher Donahue, and he'll retreat beyond the perimeter to reset the offense. Finds Carnes. Working on Hassani. Hassani takes the contact from Bryce Carnes and ends up on the floor. That's Hassani's fourth personal foul. Crowd wanted a charge. As we take a second look, did Hassani get there first? And you could certainly make that case. A lot of the contact initiated from Bryce Carnes, but nonetheless a blocking foul called against Malik Hassani. That's his 4th personal. He'll take a seat. It's the 8th team foul for Muncie And Carnes gets both free throws to fall. Burris up by 11, 30 seconds remain in this third quarter. Childress over to Surf, his three-pointer. Rolls in and out, but a good rebound by Antonio Gore. Gets the foul and finishes off the putback. Has a chance at a three-point play. Three almost in, but a good cleanup there by Antonio Gore. Got the foul and has a chance to cut the Central deficit to 8, and does. 23 seconds left, Burris possession. Carnes almost loses it, finds McBride on the far side. Back to Carnes, 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Physical defense still from the Bearcats. McBride working on Surf. Over to Donahue, top of the key three, won't fall. Rebound Childress, and that will do it for the third quarter. It's been all Burris this entire game, but a late third quarter stretch from Muncie Central puts their deficit only down by 8. 48-40 is your score.
One thing, so I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring an incredibly delicious royal feast pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king, Pizza King.
The national leader in sports media and production is in Ball State's College of Communication, Information, and Media. SportsLink is developing the next generation of creative storytellers and producers. The best stories in Ball State sports and live productions to ESPN platforms from day one. This is Ball State SportsLink.
You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you first hear the chirp. When you look to Frog Baby for luck and beneficence for guidance. You're a Ball State Cardinal when you chase your dreams, present your case, and win. When the university you call home is small enough to be a community, but big enough to change the world. You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you're one of us. We are Ball State University. We fly.
In 1988, and now the head coach for the Bearcats. Thompson also elected to the Ball State Hall of Fame in 2005, one of the greats in Ball State history and Muncie Central history. And now his team trails by 8 points going into the fourth quarter. And Drew, we saw a nice run there for the Bearcats to cut their deficit inside two single digits, rather. And so what does Muncie Central need to do to get even closer to trying to extend this game?
They just need to stay on those offensive rebounds. They keep getting them, and they keep trying to put more up, but the shots aren't really falling yet. But you got to think they've had a few go in on that second chance, but they just got to keep on it.
Childress from downtown and cuts the Central deficit to 5. Carnes has it. Donahue on the left side, driving middle of the floor. Donahue again working on Gore. Out to McKibben. Back out to Carnes. Working on Childress. Right corner 3. Way too strong. Offensive rebound, McKibben. Back out to Carnes. Swung left side to Donahue. Good save. And McBride will continue the possession for the Owls. Carnes working on Childress. Down the right baseline. Good up and under move, but can't get the shot to fall. Rebound Gore for Central, up to Childress. Left corner 3 for Isaiah Surf. In and out. Rebound taken by McKibben, but a good steal and a good knockaway by Daniel Harris for Muncie Central. It will be Burris ball. But a battle for possession on every single rebound. As you can see, Harris knocking that ball away. Go crashing into the Muncie Central bench, but Burris has possession. Here comes another foul, this time on Isaiah Surf. First team foul of the fourth quarter. But the 9th team foul of the second half. And so Burris will be shooting free throws on every foul from here on out. Front end falls for Bryce Carnes. Extends the Burris lead to 6. Second attempt, off left. Offensive rebound, Donahue, and back out to Carnes. Carnes over to McKibben. Carnes down the right lane, picks up his dribble, finds Hartsook, over to McBride. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. McBride, right corner. Almost stolen away by Antonio Gore. Now this pass is deflected off of Childress and goes out of bounds, last touch by the Bearcats. 49-43, just under 6 minutes left in the ball game. Good hands by that Central defense. Princeton Young comes into the game for Isaiah Surf. McBride, right side. Down the right lane. And now a charge. Offensive foul called against Muncie Burris. It was Antonio Gore taking the contact and forcing the turnover for Muncie Burris. Central has another chance to cut down on this deficit. Young, skip pass to Childress. I saw him, his three-pointer, yes! Three-point lead for Muncie Burris. McBride working on Childress. 5 minutes left in the ball game. Has it right side, finds Carnes. Left side, finds Donahue in the left corner. Swung over to McBride. Nice turnaround shot by Bryce Carnes. He's been clutch all day long and extends the Burris lead back to 5. Central with possession, Isom. Over to Childress on the far side. Isom again from the same spot, yes, for Muncie Central. 2-point game with 4:12 remaining in the fourth quarter. Contact on the near side and last touch by Bryce Carnes. Out of bounds, turnover for Muncie Burris, and Central has a chance to tie it or take the lead. Here comes a timeout from Muncie Burris.
Yeah, Central's defense is really hounding them right now. They're staying right on top of them, and it's why they've drawn it so close.
BJ Isom, back-to-back threes for the Bearcats. Have cut their deficit down to only 2 with just over 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Plenty of Muncie Central fans in attendance today, trying to cheer on their team to a potential comeback victory. Burris breaks their huddle. Central with all the momentum right now.
Yeah, Central threes are really going in. They're 3 for 5 this half with threes, and they're really starting to take over.
Central has possession, down by 2. Isom right wing. Childress far side. Gets a screen from Gore. Over to Princeton Young. His 3. Yes! Muncie Central takes the lead, 52-51, off the Princeton Young right wing three-pointer. Bryce Carnes, will his 3 go? No. Rebound Gore. Up to Young. And he throws it away down low to McKibben. Burris with possession, down by 1. 3:20 left in the ballgame. Carnes gets a screen from Donahue. Tries to float it down low. Last touched by Asher Donahue. Out of bounds and taken by Muncie Central. Head coach Chandler Thompson pleading for his team to stay composed. Isom, right wing, again from beyond the arc. Intercepted by Antonio Gore. And now a foul called against Muncie Burris. Everything going in the way of the Bearcats in this fourth quarter. At one point down by 13 in the second half. Down by 8 to start the fourth quarter and now have a 4-point lead. Harris, Princeton Young 3. Last touch by McKibben and out of bounds. Central will get another shot. 2:39 left in the fourth quarter. Central has a 4-point lead. Harris to inbound, floats it up to Antonio Gore. Back to Harris at the top of the key. Childress right side, down the baseline. Tough right-handed layup falls. 57-51. Central keeping up with the full court pressure. And the Central faithful getting loud inside the Muncie Fieldhouse. Carnes, middle of the floor. McBride, left wing. And off to McKibben, working on Childress. Down low to Donahue. And now a foul called against Antonio Gore. Maybe could have been a push in the back on that inbound pass. That's the 10th team foul against Muncie Central. And they now enter the double bonus. 57-51. Clock rolls under 2 minutes left in the ballgame. Asher Donahue has a chance to cut their deficit to 4. Refs confirming that Burris is in the double bonus. 2 shots for Asher Donahue. First free throw falls. Burris down by 5. Second is in as well. Burris down by 4. Minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Central with possession. Harris on the far side. No need to rush this shot for Muncie Central. No shot clock in Indiana high school basketball. Central with possession. Harris back out again. Burris upping the pressure. Skip pass over to Princeton Young. Now retreating near the half-court line. Finds Isom. And now a foul coming from Asher Donahue. The 7th team foul going against Muncie Burris. And it'll be BJ Isom at the free throw line.
It's a game. Central's going to be in the bonus from now on, so it's going to be tough for the Owls to try to mount a comeback here, down 4. But it's still possible. They still have plenty of time.
It's a game of free throws from here on out for Muncie Central as BJ Isom knocks down the first and extends that Central lead to 5.
And Central's 5 from 6 from the line so far in the second half, and they're really playing very well from the line.
Second free throw falls as well. Ball's knocked away, but picked up by Burris. Over to Asher Donahue. Right side to Carnes, driving baseline. Has positioning, but Harris with the rejection. Here comes a foul from Bryce Carnes, and he goes back to the free throw line. Good initial drive by Carnes, but Harris coming in to help his teammate. Gets the block, and now Daniel Harris is at the free throw line trying to extend this Central lead with only 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and the impact player really making a big impact here late in the fourth.
Misses the front end of a 1-and-1. Burris still has a chance. Top of the key, McKibben. Over to Donahue. Back to McKibben, left side. McBride, top of the key 3. Left short, offensive rebound, Donahue. Back out to McKibben. Left corner 3, rejected by Antonio Gore. Now a foul coming against Muncie Burris on the rebound attempt. Central goes back to the free throw line.
Man, and that was a great block right there by number 3. And honestly, that's what we've been seeing in this second half. This Central defense is hounding them, and it's really paying off in this fourth quarter.
Head coach Chandler Thompson not going away from the physical defense, even though Central in foul trouble for the majority of this second half. It has paid off. Isom gets the first free throw to roll in. Central up by 7. Second free throw left short. Burris has it. McBride on the right side. His deep three-pointer almost banks in. McKibben, his three-pointer, too strong. Rebounded by Daniel Harris. And now an aggressive foul coming from Connor McKibben right near the half-court line. Daniel Harris throws it up, and then it was McKibben who kind of just took Daniel Harris to the ground. It's going to be an intentional foul against Connor McKibben, and Harris will get 2 shots at the free throw line. First free throw falls. Largest lead of the day for Muncie Central. Both free throws fall for Daniel Harris, and it's still Central possession off the intentional foul. And here comes a timeout on the floor between these two teams. So what a change from what we saw in the first 3 quarters.
Yes, definitely. This Central defense has started panning out for them. They've started getting a lot of steals, getting a lot of pressure.
And the threes have certainly been an impact in this 4th quarter for Muncie Central. Isom with back-to-back and leading his team back into this game. He had 3 three-pointers just in this 4th quarter. Aggressive defense from Muncie Central that they've been trying to keep all game. Central has been in foul trouble for the majority of this second half, but have forced plenty of turnovers in this 4th quarter, leading to plenty of extra possessions, and eventually what we see now, a 9-point lead for the Bearcats.
Yeah, and Burris just hasn't been able to make a shot. They're 1 for 8 from the three-point line, excuse me, this second half. And honestly, Central is 5 for 8. So that's a big, big difference right there.
Childress takes the inbound and will dribble out the clock. As the Muncie Central faithful on their feet to cheer on and congratulate the Muncie Central Bearcats for their comeback victory in the 4th quarter.
Muncie Burris 53.
They trailed by 8 coming into the 4th quarter. They trailed by 13 at one point in the second half. But after an impressive showing from BJ Isom, Daniel Harris, and Antonio Gore in that 4th quarter, forcing plenty of turnovers and knocking down those three-pointers, led to an eventual Muncie Central win.
Yeah, and Central's offense right there really took off, and that's why they're being crowned the champions now.
We will now send it to our PA announcer, Ben Smith, downstairs.
City of Champions Invitational City Tournament Trophy to the Muncie Central Bearcats. We also want to make recognition to the player of the game for Muncie Central. 12 points all in the 4th quarter, 24, BJ Isom. Congratulations to the Bearcats for the City Tournament Championship.
As you heard, BJ Isom, our player of the game, presented by Muncie Eats Farm to Table Quality Products and service for more than 60 years. Final score here from the Muncie Fieldhouse, 62-53. We'll be right back.
I got a hunger burning inside me, satisfied by just one thing. So I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. Pizza King.
The national leader in sports media and production is in Ball State's College of Communication, Information, and Media. Sports Link is developing the next generation of creative storytellers and producers. The best stories in Ball State sports and live productions to ESPN platforms from day one. This is Ball State Sports Link.
You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you first hear the chirp. When you look to Frog Baby for luck and Beneficence for guidance. You're a Ball State Cardinal when you chase your dreams, present your case, and win. When the university you call home is small enough to be a community, but big enough to change the world. You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you're one of us. We are Ball State University. We fly.
Muncie Central is your city champions as they take down Muncie Burris 62-53. To take a look at the final game highlights, it was that fourth quarter for Muncie Central and the performance from BJ Isom, 12 points in that fourth quarter that led Central past Burris. And Andrew, we welcome you back here courtside. What did you see in that fourth quarter from Muncie Burris?
Well, in the third quarter, we got to see a lot of offensive rebounds. Really brought them into it, but start of that fourth quarter, it was 3 straight three-pointers coming through from Central, and BJ Isom was a big part of that.
Once again, Muncie Central, city champions today. We thank you for joining us here from Muncie Fieldhouse. We'll see you at 8 o'clock. Final score, Muncie Central 62, Muncie Burris 53.